I could definitely be wrong here, but I think that there's a lot of people out there that Battle Royale just isn't their thing. Players like me who are tired of the only flavor of third-person or shooter game that we get being BR, it feels like. Super mechanically interesting games come and go, or worse, are great games, but are just not appealing because of their game mode choice. But Apex Legends, one of the big players in the Battle Royale space, has done something that might just fix it. Does the Apex Arena mode change everything?
Yeah, I got the low right here. One's on top of the rock. One's coming to finish me. They're both right here. All three.
That one? Behind.
You might be able to pick up the red one.
Got the other.
Downed another one.
The lifeline's healed up. Got her! Haha, baby! Woo!
Clutch. What a guy.
Clutch.
So let's tackle that question then. For me, it did change everything. Apex Legends went from being a game that I would never play because its main mode was a complete deal breaker for me, essentially, to being the game that I've played the most over the last month. So practical. Let's start there. What actually happened? The arena game mode itself is beautifully simplistic. 2 teams of 3, no third partying, fight until the other team dies. There are objectives on the map. You have materials to fight over to have more economy for the next round. You have healing that you can go fight over to gain an advantage within each round. And there's obviously POIs on the map that are stronger than others to hold. But that's it. You do that until somebody wins 3 times or breaks the tiebreaker. We can talk about the other intricacies of the mode that make it great, and we probably will at some point. But that's all it needs. Already right there, it's special. Some of you are probably wondering why. To that, I'm just going to tell you to play it, but let me give you some reasons. You have the game that already had the best comm system, the best ping system, the best weapon upgrading, where it's the weapons, not themselves, that are just better by being a different tier, but the attachments are what levels them up. And you have good heroes with good interactions and great gunplay. That sentence already contains so many things that other games just can't touch. But then you drop it into a tactical, economy-based game mode. On maps that are built for it, they're still working on the maps, but several of them are already really good. I can't help to think of this game mode as kind of like a recipe situation, where if you had a countertop full of different foods and they were just there and you ate one of them by themselves, it'd be like, oh, okay, like that's a good tomato. But then you put it all together and it's like the best chili you've ever had. The whole here, the final product, is just more than the sum of its parts. I'm going to stick by what I said in the intro. I sincerely believe that there's a lot of you guys out there that are in the same boat. Battle Royale just isn't your thing. You look for the best in it, or maybe you put up with it for a while just to play with your friends, while you would rather be playing a hero shooter or a hardcore shooter, or maybe even like a movement shooter. But somehow this arena game mode, in a game that has already been out for over 2 years, puts it all together in such a satisfying and complete feeling way. The game already has heroes, which are nearly as satisfying to play as Overwatch or Paladin's characters. Even if less extreme, it does movement really well. Not quite as good as Titanfall 2, and not quite as good as like Doom Eternal, but it does movement really, really well. It does economy-based loadouts like Hunt Showdown, or more commonly like CSGO or Valorant, really, really well, and in a way that's not quite as snowbally and grindy in 13-round matches. All while, and maybe this is the big kicker here, one of the reasons that it just feels so good to play, having, if not the best, close to it, gunplay of all of the modern shooters I've played. I know for a lot of people, a lot of Apex people, that this is just some tacked on game mode to their favorite game. It feels kind of extra, maybe it's where you go warm up or practice or whatever, and that's 100% fine. For the people that love BR, there's a reason that Apex has stayed so strong for so long. But if you're like me, and like I said, I believe that a lot of you are, or some of my friends that have tried this game for the first time, or some that have returned to Apex for the first time since season 1 to 3, is a lot more than that. It basically is the game. Respawn have created, whether they stumbled onto it or not, one of the best ways to spend a weeknight playing video games with your friends that I've had in a long time. So, what do you do with this? I don't know. I just know that there's a lot of people out there that might not even know that this arena mode is a thing, that I know 100% would enjoy playing it if they tried it. So, if you're on the fence, if you saw the Legacy update and you're like, huh, well, I mean, it's Apex. I played that 2 years ago. Jump in. Try it. If you're a guy that plays Apex right now and you're loving it and whatever, invite a friend. If you've got that friend that doesn't play Battle Royales and has been, farming Minecraft things on his own while you guys have been squatting up for the last few years. Excuse me. That wasn't personal at all. Invite that friend. Go play. Unless you are the sweatiest of sweatlords and all of the pits of every one of your shirts are stained orange permanently, and Battle Royale is the only game mode that's going to satisfy your bloodlust, it's still Apex Legends. You're going to have fun playing it. Not trying to get ranty or anything here, but I really do think that we are close to the point where other games are going to start copy-pasting this game mode into their game. I mentioned the Game Hunt Showdown earlier. I've wanted a game like a Compound Assault 4v4 game mode for a long, long time. And I think it'd be perfect for it. But Apex did it first, and frankly, as the copycats come, Apex might just do it better. But I've talked long enough. That is where this video is going to end. Thank you guys for checking it out. Let me know what you guys think, what I got wrong, what I got right, in the comments section below. And we do play Apex now on stream. If you ever wanted to stop by, I stream 4 nights a week usually, and at least 2 of them are going to be arena nights now. Probably more when ranked drops. All that said, stay kind, stay positive, and I'll catch you internet strangers in the next one. Yes? We've got the cover, baby! Heck yes! Nice! Oh, if this